Serious spoilers for the entire series of King of Braves GaoGaiGar. Please check it out first if you want to watch a rad giant mecha anime from the 90s. Also, there's a lot of flashing lights, so if you have visual epilepsy, please take care. The King of Braves GaoGaiGar is the story of a warrior. No, not that one. That one. It's your boy, Soldato J 002.
I'm 002.
That's your name?
Let's just call him J. You see, GaoGaiGar is a giant mecha anime, but not if you watched it the way I did.
That's too much.
This is an analysis of J as the main character of his own story on his crusade for justice, redemption, and revenge. Your boy J needed a lore video, so here it is, a video all about J's arc. Not the J arc. That's his ship. No, that's the greatest ship of all time. I'll come back to this later. Let's start at the beginning. J here is from the cleverly named Red Planet, a desert planet that's literally on fire, that used to be defended by a cyborg clone army. At least until the neighbors from the planet next door got involved and committed genocide. Now J wanders the burning wasteland alone, the only survivor of this attack on his homeworld. He's eventually found by the enemy, captured, and brainwashed. And now J is not J. J is now pizza. No, not that pizza. That pizza.
Your pizza has arrived, sir.
So now Soldato J... Pizza... Listen, that's just going to be his name for the next few minutes. Stay with me. He's enslaved to work for the people that destroyed his planet. Put yourself in his shoes for a minute. Some alien parasites, they're called Zondarians, landed on his planet, killed his comrades, wiped out his people, destroyed their history, art, culture, architecture, fast food franchises, and captured the last surviving warrior and brainwashed him to work for them. Then, to add insult to injury, they named him Pizza. Now Pizza does to other planets what the Zondarians did to his planet. And now he's landed on Earth. So what does Pizza do on Earth? Well, he shows up every 4 episodes to be the villain of the week, to turn humans into machines. He hangs out with his creepy eyeball buddy, Pensionon. Haha, yeah, he does that. He keeps seeing a strange boy that makes eye contact with him and he doesn't know why. And there's one cyborg that he really wants to fight. It's Guy Shishio, the main character. Yes, that one. When they meet for the first time, they have this rad fight scene. Guy narrowly wins, being the main character, and Pizza escapes. Afterwards, he starts experiencing flashbacks, and he isn't sure what he's seeing. He can't remember who he was, but when he fights Guy, he remembers for a second what it was like to be a warrior. Well, here we are in the second to last episode of the first season, and in their final showdown, Guy uses his giant robot's finishing move and basically atomizes Pizza. RIP. Ain't no coming back from that. Except he does come back from that, in the next episode. And now he's quite displeased. He doesn't want to lose in a mech fight. He wants a one-on-one fight. He needs it. He doesn't realize that he already knows this, but his warrior's soul can't go to alien Valhalla if he doesn't die in hand-to-hand combat. So now they have their real final showdown. Pizza does his best Star Platinum impression. But Guy, again, being the main character, wins narrowly, and Pizza is now officially dead. So Guy waltzes straight up to the final boss without even healing up? And now he's in quite the pickle. But wait, Pizza's still not dead? What is this guy made of? In that final showdown, Guy kicked the shit out of Pizza so hard that his amnesia vanished. Pizza sacrifices himself to save Guy, and then delivers the death blow to the final boss. That's right, dude's been a villain this entire season, and steals the final boss. Not only that, he takes his first step on his crusade by destroying the being that enslaved him. Then his soul does this whole, phoenix thing, his theme song plays, he talks about how nice it is to die in the sky. It's all very beautiful and meaningful and symbolic. Surely now we can say, with all certainty, RIP. Rest peacefully in alien Valhalla, warrior. But wait! It's that strange kid that keeps making eye contact with him. This kid, his Earth name is Kaido, but he's also from the Red Planet. He's Jay's Arma. He purifies Pizza's soul and resurrects him to his rightful form of Soldato J. Backstory time. The leader of the Red Planet, the goddess Abel, created this 4-part army: the bioweapon Arma, the cyborg guardian Soldato J, the dreadnought J-Arc, and the living computer Tomorrow. So now we've got J and Arma reunited. But what about the AI Tomorrow? Ah, it was the creepy eyeball friend Pensionon all along. Arma purifies Tomorrow, and now we have our warrior, our magic boy, and our ship's computer. Speaking of the ship, the J-Arc has somehow stashed itself in a volcano for 10 years. Now wait a minute, what do you mean the ship is in a volcano? Well, remember when I said the Red Planet was literally on fire? I meant it, they can take the heat. Remember this, by the way, we'll be coming back to it. Now our crew is together again, and now begins the crusade in earnest. Time to take down the forces that destroyed the Red Planet and its people. Jay does this by fusing with his ship to form Jader, and eventually King Jader, just in case you forgot this is a giant mecha series. Jay shows up in his debut episode in the 2nd season, piloting King Jader, and just absolutely obliterates the same villains of the week that just kicked the shit out of Guy. Jay also just, actively destroys this city. He says on a few different occasions that he doesn't really care about Earth or Earthlings, likely bitter that his own planet of warriors was destroyed while humans get to live. We do that whole, whoa, who is this guy? What's his goal? Trope. Jay tends to show up, tell Guy not to get in the way of his crusade for revenge, and sometimes comment offhandedly about how nice this guy is.
Whoa, were you just standing there behind me that whole time? Yes, the sky is beautiful. Now stay out of my way. Bye. Pizza.
At one point, Jay inadvertently saves Guy by riding a missile through a portal into a fight between Guy and the dude that spearheaded the attack on Jay's planet.
My name is Soldato J 002. You destroyed my planet. Prepare to die.
What an entrance. While GaoGaiGar is powered by the strength of courage, King Jader is powered by the strength of will. So if GaoGaiGar is the king of braves, then King Jader is the king of zeal. So even though Guy is the main character, first and foremost, this is Jay's battle. This is why Jay is the one that beat the final boss in the 1st season. This is why Jay is the one so doggedly pursuing the leader of the Zondarian army. And this is why Jay is the one that again sacrifices himself to eradicate the Zonder parasite once and for all. And now, in this final act, he has truly earned his place in Alien Valhalla. You should know by now that Jay doesn't leave this mortal plane so easily. Next up is GaoGaiGar Final. That's what it's called. The writers were like, okay, this is the last one. Spoilers, it isn't. Before we get to that, though, at some point, Jay reunites with one of his comrades, Soldato J 019. See, they all have the same model name, but different serial numbers. So while J 002 was brainwashed by the Zondarians, J 019 willfully Zonderized himself, thinking it could help him. It didn't. He ends up losing his mind, killing his own Arma, and then wandering space alone until he finds Jay's crew. He attacks Jay's Arma, and since Jay's first priority as a cyborg guardian is to protect his Arma, Jay is forced to put his last brother out of his misery, and now Jay is the last of his kind. Let's meet Rene Cardiff Shishio. Shishio, you know, like the main character. Yes, that one. She's his cousin. And she's a badass. She was kidnapped by an evil organization and turned into a cyborg against her will. She managed to escape, and now she's out for revenge. Wait, what? What series are we talking about? She also suffers from a defect in her design that causes her whole body to overheat. So much that if anyone were to touch her, they'd be severely burned. Remember when I said Jay's planet was literally on fire? Don't worry about why I brought that up. It'll come into play shortly. So shit's going down. At the end of the main series, King Jader was thrown outside the universe, and from there, Jay was able to see the universe is shrinking. His crew portals to the source of the problem, and they find main magic boy with a strange machine that apparently creates replicants. This machine was created by Jay's creator, the goddess Abel, in order to restore the universe to a backup should anything go wrong. You know, like the destruction of her planet. Except restoring means destroying the current universe. Abel's own replicant, Pallas Abel, shows up to explain this. Jay's priority to protect his Arma effectively overrides what might be his creator's will. Basically, Arma doesn't like Pallas Abel's mission, and Jay's like,
You heard the kid. This means war.
Jay opens a portal for Arma to escape to Earth with the machine, then gets between the enemy and main magic boy, saving his life and getting captured by the enemy. Main character is missing, and now the only hope for humanity is the greatest warrior in the universe. He's currently a damsel in distress. Look at how massive those chains are for such a skinny guy. After just you know, hanging out for literally a year, Rene finds him in the Cathedral of Mont Saint-Michel. This is an actual cathedral citadel on an island in France devoted to Saint Michael. Please give me a minute to go into the imagery here. First of all, it's pretty on point. The animators paid a lot of attention to detail, because they knew the importance of the place. Jay's even chained up in the sanctuary of the cathedral. That's incredible. In Christian mythology, Saint Michael is the highest order of archangels, the prince of the heavenly host, and the patron saint of warriors. So the writers are trying to draw a connection between Jay, an alien warrior, and Saint Michael, an angelic warrior. And that's frickin' rad. Japan loves its Abrahamic connections, especially around the late 90s, early 2000s era, and it normally seems like it's coming out of nowhere, like the leaders of the Green Planet and Red Planets being named Cain and Abel, respectively. But I'll eat this Jay is Saint Michael thing up. Rene sets him free, and when she introduces herself, Jay seems to understand that she must be related to his Earthling cyborg rival. Speak of the devil, Guy returns, brainwashed, and attacks Jay. Jay's like,
This isn't the rematch I wanted.
I think it's funny that even though they really want to fight each other, every time Guy and Jay fight, one of them has to be brainwashed. So Jay and Rene get attacked, they help each other out, they get attacked again, they help each other out again. It builds into a feeling of mutual respect between two badass warriors. Rene starts realizing that whenever they touch, Jay isn't getting burned, and that right there is the beauty of being from the Red Planet, baby! Except now they're chained up and on fire. And normally for the two of them this wouldn't be a problem, but Rene can't cool down, and Jay's ability to regenerate is disabled, so things are looking bleak. In this moment of desperation, they perform the most intimate act possible between two people, hand-holding. Their hand-holding is so powerful, so divine, that it activates God mode for both of them. Oh, my heart! They pilot King Jader together, unlock a new ultimate, unstoppable move. And can we take a second here to appreciate that Jay's counterpart, the personification of death, is seeing his opponent take on the form of the very image of resurrection and new life? So here we are now at the very end of Final, and they only have enough power to send the kiddos back to Earth, while everyone else just kind of drifts in space. So our warrior overcame being brainwashed, avenged his fallen people several times over, got an awesome badass warrior girlfriend, and now gets to drift in space until he probably dies maybe. And that's actually kind of the end of the story. For now. Doesn't this picture make it look like his Zonder form is his stand? Is that why he does such a good Star Platinum impression?